This is a hoodie. A hoodie is like a long jacket with the hood on it. That. And this is a very important item if you are going to be homeless on the city. And um, this is nice for if you don't have blanket, you are going to sleep on the couch, on the floor with a little bit of banig, a little bit of mattress on. You will need this if you are going to be homeless. And this is Matt and this is the recorder studio. Ah, so today, this is I never thought I will do this. I will do this on my YouTube, but I thought about this morning, and this video will help me to remember my homelessness. So when I studied music, so this video is a testament for all the toughness I did, the blood, sweat, and tears kind of stuff, the sacrifices, and you know the things I've experienced, very wonderful, bittersweet experiences when I've studied music on the city, because I was homeless for 3 years, man. You know, I was homeless for 3 years, so I can study. Homeless meaning you don't have home. I didn't literally uh, sleep on the streets, but I sleep on other people's houses, crash other people's houses, and live there. And this is my story. So I am Matt, and I'm a recorder student. I study music, and I also study violin for 5 years, from 2005 up to 2010. So most of the music students, they have money, they are rich, they have a support system to support their studies. But on my case, it's very different. I went to the city all by myself. My parents are here in this mountain, in this place, and I have to study there. So 2004, I will start my story on 2004. 2004, I was feeding chickens. I work as a veterinary, taking care of chickens, fighting chickens, you know. And I don't know how that happened, but I was there 2004. And I was playing the guitar. I started playing the guitar 2000 when I was 5th grade. So 5th grade up to 2004. 1995, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2000, 2000. I was playing the guitar, but just chords and song hits and magazines, and just learning from other people with no knowledge about notes whatsoever. So 2004, I was feeding chickens, and I was praying, and I said to God, God, I want to be a rock star, because that time I was into rock, and I wanna have a band. I wanna go to music school, and I have a job, so maybe I can pay teacher to teach me guitar and be rock star like on the Yamaha school, like that. So after 1 year, 2005, God answered my prayer. So on this church, near the house I stay, it was my aunt's house. Reverend Koh, my mentor, formed a school. It's called a music school. It's called All Asian Music and Bible College. So they hired. This is a music school, and also we are studying biblical things, biblical subjects like church, like ministry, like English. We study. This is a school that's the Korean government is funding. So what they did was they hired teachers from University of the Philippines, UST, UST was University of Santo Tomas, and we also have missionaries and also Juilliard students. We are very fortunate to have those teachers, especially from Juilliard, because they work there for free. They don't get money. It's like ministry because they're Christians. So we are very lucky that we have good, well-trained teachers on that school. So 2005, I enrolled. Then I passed the exams. I was very lucky because my high school grades were high. But yun. So I studied violin. I took up violin for the first time. For the first time, 2005, and it was very very hard. And so we've studied there music, no, not music theory. We have teacher, but they are teaching us. We first learned the Suzuki method. So 2005, 2006, we continued studying, and that was the best time of my life. It's like going back to high school all over again. Those years that I've studied there, and all of the students were church workers, church musicians. It's exclusive for church musicians, eh. So up until now, after many many years, we're still friends. It's like, really, imagine yourself going back to high school. That's the feeling for 5 years. So 2007, yun, we're still studying. So I started 2005, 2006, 2007. So 2008, I had a girlfriend there, and it's very illegal. Because I was living on the dormitory. We have dormitory there on the school, and it's very illegal to have a girlfriend which is living on the dormitory also. So I got kicked out. There I got kicked out for 1 semester, 5 months. So I went back. It's very sad because there on the dorm, your food is free and your room is free. So you, even if you don't have money, you can study music. So that was very sad, and I went home here to the province, and I practiced really hard, 5 hours a day for 5 months, 5 hours a day of violin. And then for 5 months I practiced, and I waited, and I said to myself, I will never do anything like that again. I will never commit a mistake to that school again. So after that was the homelessness began October of 2008. So I, after my suspension, I went back to the city, and then I said, "Hey, Reverend, I want to continue my study again." And you know what he did? He said, "You are expelled now. You cannot go. You cannot go. You cannot continue studying here anymore." And I told him, "No, I wasn't expelled. You told me I was just suspended for 1 semester." I told her that, and I was, it's like it blew my mind. And he said, "No, you cannot study here. Go back to where you came from, and you cannot study here anymore." And I was devastated that time. It was October. And you know what I did? I didn't go back to the province. I hide in the dormitory, and my classmates hide me there. And after that day, when tomorrow comes, I was there again. I changed my clothes, and I said, "Reverend, you need to take me back again to study in this school." And he said no again. And they are starting classes already. They are doing classes. They are practicing chamber orchestra. They are doing their lessons, and then music, things like that. And that was day 2. And I hide again on the dorm. I sleep there, and after that I again come back to the school. The third day I came back, and he said no again. And I was like, oh, I was like, I didn't give up on. I said to myself, I wouldn't give up on this. And I started hiding again on the dormitory because I have no place to live. And my classmates are feeding me. They're bringing me food secretly on the dorm because it was my third day. And then I cannot go out because Reverend Koh will see me. So after that that went on for 2 weeks, and you know what? That 2 weeks, every day feels like years. Every hour feels like months, and every second of it feels like forever. I was waiting. I feel like I was waiting for 1 year already. So that's what happened 2008. And after 2 weeks, he finally talked to me without knowing that I was hiding on the dorm, and he said, "Do you really want to study here again? Because every day I see you outside the school, and I feel like you are determined to study here." And I said yes. And some professors talked to me, and I some professors talked to me, and then they talked to me, and are you really going to study here again? And I said yes. And I was very happy probably that's the happiest day of my life. I'm going back to school again after 2 weeks, but I tell you, 2 weeks is like feels like forever. But the downside is Reverend Koh told me, you cannot stay on the dorm. You have to find a house to stay in. And I have no house anywhere in Antipolo. So I said yes, but after saying yes, I went to class, I met my teachers, and then I said, "Man," I talked to one of my classmates, and he said you can stay on our house. And then that was 2008, and so I was so happy because he has a motorcycle. It's like 10 minutes away from the school, or 15 minutes away from the school. And I have no money back then, and then I have no money, and then but we are happy. So I live there. I go there in the afternoon. We sleep there, and then we go back to school, study, blah, blah, blah. After 2 weeks of doing that in his house, his father secretly uh, talked to me, and he said, "What are you doing in my house? If I have visitors here, they cannot sleep here because of you. What are you doing? Are you a criminal or something?" He said. And he told me, "You have to go away here. You have to leave here." So on that morning, he kicked me out, and I said, "I'm a student and I'm just studying here, and I have no place to go. So I stay here in your house and live here. And I'm very sorry," I said, "but I'm gonna leave today." So I went to bed. That was morning. I went to bed and I cried. I cried. My face was on the pillow, and I cried really hard for maybe 3 minutes. And then after crying, I packed up my things because I have a big bag. I packed up my things and went to school, and I told him everything. My classmate, I told him that your father talked to me and I have to leave your house. And he said, "Yes, all right. I hope you understand," he told me. Said, and there. After that, I was living again on the dorm, hiding. I'm hiding. After the teachers were gone, by night I go there, practice, and secretly sleep on the dorm. And then I ask one of my friend to I tell him I don't have food for dinner, so can you please get me food from the kitchen, because we have kitchen on the dorm. It's free also. and and he said, "Yes, no problem. This, I'm gonna I'm gonna give you food. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get two for myself. I'm gonna give one for you." And so it was dinner. And for I can't remember, maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 weeks, I went to hiding on the dorm, and no one is telling Reverend Ko, the owner of the school, that I was there, because they know my situation. And that was so cool. still I don't have money. I don't have anything, but still studying, still practicing 5 hours a day, 6 hours a day. No, and then I don't wash my clothes anymore. This hood, this is my pillow, this is my blanket, this is my house. This is literally my house, this hood. And then one of my best friend, a guitar player, said, "Hey, an incident happened to their house. Eh. Some thief went there and took his cell phone, his money, because he is living there all alone." It was on a squatters area. A squatters area means you put your you build the house there, but it's not your land. It's not. So his mom told me, his mother and father told me, "Hey, you can live here and join Jello because we've learned that you don't have a house." And I said yes. I was very happy again because I'm not anxious from hiding on the dormitory. So after so we lived there, and all I did was study, practice, go there and sleep at night. And after many weeks, again, this my friend's father has visitors that will go to this small house. They will sleep there. They will live there already. And you know what happened? He texted me and he said, "Hey, you have to find another house again to live because my cousins are going here to live." And then that was 2009. And oh, I went. I don't know where to go. And I'm 2009, 2010. I'm gonna graduate. And I said, okay, I'm gonna live. So I went back to the dorm again and hide and seek with Reverend Koh. I eat there. Sometimes I don't have money, and in the morning I want coffee. I don't have money. I don't have money for coffee. I literally ask my friends for money to buy like 2 pesos of coffee, on the sachet. And after that, 2010, but we have fun on the school. Studying on the school is really fun. We go to Faith University Academy, and then we chamber. We go to a lot of Korean churches to perform pieces, beginners pieces for the orchestra. And then so it's 2009, and after that I was kicked out again. I went back to the dormitory again to hide and seek and study. And then there, 2010, I graduated. On that school, and it was fun. And um, it was fun, and it was the best studies. The best study of my life. Again, when the second house kicked me out, it felt like it was normal for me living all alone in the city, and doing my studies very very well. I tell you, I practice 6 hours to 7 hours a day because I don't have home, and I'm very determined to finish my studies. And then 2010, I was looking for a job. I had a job. Someone hired me, say, because I practice very well and very hard. This music shop hired me, but yeah, they hired me to be a violin teacher, and suddenly I had a lot of students. And then I have private students also, beginners only. We are using Suzuki method. And then, but still, 2009, 2010, I graduated. I still don't have a house. So I went to my childhood friend's house, and I asked them to, can I live here? Because I don't have a house anymore. And I noticed that the house is very big, but she's the only one living there. her her parents are on the abroad, and her sister was in Makati, and her brother is on studying on Manila. So I live there again with my bag, and I'm sleeping on the couch, and then I was working. So I need I was working. I'm a teacher, and I'm a teacher of violin. And there I this time I was aiming for UP, University of the Philippines. I really want to go there after 5 years of studying, all the struggles, all the lack of money, all the sleeping on the couch. I almost sleep on the street. After that, I live in Mama Belen's house. I'm gonna tell the name. And then I was preparing for the UP audition, 2010. So but this time 2010, I was living on Mama Belen's house. I have a lot of students now. This time, I even work on a private school and teach violin and teach music subjects there. And so there, after that, yun, I got married to the owner of the house, to Mama Belen's daughter, which is my wife now. That is the person I talked to, and I told her I just want to stay in your house, and then I wanna prepare for the UP entrance exams. I'm gonna prepare for the exams. But that was 2010. So 2012 I tried UP, and it didn't went well. Um, yeah, I didn't pass the exam. But after second attempt was to 2021, I passed the exam, but I have nowhere to go. So next year I'm gonna pass again. So there are times that I wanna go home. I was living in the city, homeless, sleeping on my friends' couches, on the floor, sneaking on the dormitory, asking food to the kitchen of the school. And I have no money. All I have was my instrument. But I continued for 3 years. I continued living without home, food, and money, just to finish my study. It's not even finished because I'm still studying now. I was a chicken feeder. I was a chicken veterinary. And now I can read the notes. And still I can understand the music. I have an instrument that I have an instrument that forever will be my companion. And my music. I have art now. And it never fails me. And those times of being homeless, having no money, having no coffee, it's worth it. It made me tough like iron, and it made my resolve very strong. And I feel like I can take anything now. I can I it it it, it made me tough. Like it was pure pressure doing that. And now, and if I remember that, I'm proud to myself. Finishing the course of 5 years, I'm proud of myself, and I'm thankful to my God, because I didn't give up, and I'm still studying now, and I have a broader understanding of what music is all about now, and it went well. Um, so that's my story. I hope I articulated very well, and I hope to my future self, I hope this video is vivid, and I didn't forget anything. But I'm sure I forgot things like, yeah, I don't know if I forgot things, but this is my story of being homeless and how I struggled, how I stayed strong and continue to study music without money, shelter, and home. And this is Matt. And this is the Recorder Studio. Subscribe and like. Goodbye and have a nice day.